Hi there, my name is Art. If you're watching this video, hopefully you're on my website and you clicked on the Start for Free page. I'm going to explain how you could start for free in your own area and determine if you could be successful in this business or not. This is one of my tabloids. This is one of my newspapers. This is the sample newspaper that I provide to my students, all laid out, ready for you to sell advertising. Here's one of the things that talks about reach your neighbors for a penny a home. Anyhow, I'm going to explain how you can start for free now. What you do is, you learn the business. You stay on my website. You click on all the categories to the left. You learn what this business is about. You watch the sales video at the bottom of the home page. The sales video is me actually selling advertising to the businesses in my community. When I would visit a business, if the business owner wasn't in, I would leave a flyer. And the flyer would direct the business owner to my website. When he got to my website, he would watch that video. He'd see my presentation, and I'd be telling him the benefits and why he should advertise in my paper and call me up. Anyhow, basically, the gist of this business is that we mail the advertising paper, your paper, my paper. We mail it to all the households that are surrounding the business. So you go into a business that you are familiar with, one of the people you shop at, maybe the pizza place where you buy your pizza. And you tell them, hey, Joe, I'm going to be buying a newspaper. Walk in with any newspaper. You're not going to walk in with my sample because I only send my samples to the students. But you walk in with any newspaper you want. It doesn't matter what it is. And you say, Joe, I'm going to be buying a newspaper franchise. And I'm curious if you'd have interest. I'm going to be mailing it to every home in this zip code. All the households that are surrounding your business, I'm going to be sending the newspaper to. It's going to come in the mailbox. I'm going to have full color ads that I can deliver to all the homes surrounding the business for a penny a piece. Just like it says here, you're not going to have the paper, but so you'll understand what to explain to the guy. I'm going to have full color ads. It's going to cost a penny a house. Do you think you'd have interest in something like that? You know, business cards cost more than a penny a piece, and they'll lay in your store forever. Anyhow, if you can't convince this storekeeper that this is something he should be interested in, then you might not succeed in this business. But if you tell him what you're going to do, and you can speak about it clearly, and you understand what you're going to do, he will catch on and he will have interest. Because I signed on businesses, boom, one after the other, after the other. There was no better advertising value for the business owners than my newspaper. And it doesn't matter how many people are in your zip code. If there's 5,000 that you're mailing to, I did 10,000. So my ads were $100 for an eighth of a page. If you have 15,000 in your zip code and that's who you're mailing to, it's going to be $150 for an ad. But the idea is it's still a penny a house. And I hardly ever sold the penny ads. I always sold the customers a bigger ad. So basically, we don't want to talk you into signing on and working with me because I don't really need to work with you. I retired before I did my first paper. And I don't have testimonials on the website, and I don't supply testimonials because in the past I had one of my previous students train one of the people that I sent in their direction. And, you know, it was a nice person, and the other person begged him to teach him the business, because it was going to be a hardship for them to sign on and do the program with me. So ever since that happened, I don't provide testimonials anymore. But anyhow, the idea is we don't sell anyone into signing on. We don't know if your hair is going down to the floor. We don't know if you have the abilities or if you the capabilities of actually starting a business. But anyhow, learn what the business involves. Learn what you're able to offer to the local businesses. You're able to put their ad full color in the newspaper, and you're able to deliver it to all the surrounding homes for a penny apiece. And it's a full color ad, and you're delivering it to the best prospects the man has, because that's who he wants to reach, the people that are surrounding his business. So, rather than calling me up and emailing me with questions as to whether or not you're going to be successful, I'm not a mind reader. And I'm not going to talk anyone into signing on, because I've been training people for over 6 years now. The phone rings in my home and nobody wakes me up, because I do what I'm supposed to do, and so nobody complains. But the bottom line is, a lot of people are always inquiring, can I do it? Can I do it? What do I know? I did it. I did it in North Carolina. I only lived there for 6 years. I was a transient. I did it in a community where more than half the business people would not speak to me. They didn't, once they heard my accent, they didn't like the Yankee. So they didn't even want to talk to me, and I still did it. And I also did it with 5 different zip codes, which wasn't the best scenario. And I would mail one issue to North Carolina and the next issue to South Carolina in order to reach 20,000 households. Meanwhile, I had the worst possible scenario to be doing this business in, and I still was successful, because the product is great. The value is unmatched. Nobody can give these businesses a full color ad, deliver it to the people surrounding their business for a penny a house, and get it into the house. That's the key. You can leave flyers anywhere, you can buy 1,000,000 business cards, but getting that advertising into the house, that's worth $1,000,000. I guess it's like Valpak, but Valpak can't do it for a penny apiece. The Clipper magazine can't do it for a penny apiece. And none of these other vehicles are anything like what I produce. My paper stays in the house for a long period of time, because not only does it have advertising, it has advertorials. And the advertorials will keep the people reading. And that means the paper will stay in the house. So before you sign on, and before you ask me questions as to whether or not you could do this business, learn what you're offering, full color advertising, delivered to all the households surrounding the business location in the same zip code for a penny a house. And then just explain it to the business owner and see if he has interest. If he has no interest, then you can't succeed at this business. But if he has no interest, the problem is you. So you might want to consider a partner, because any business owner, unless they won't talk to you entirely, like I had some of that in the Carolinas, but any business owner is spending money to be open. Rent, insurance, cost money even to take the garbage away. If he could reach his best customers, the ones most likely to come into his business, and the most likely customers are the ones that are surrounding his business in his own zip code. If he could reach these customers for just a penny a household, he will. I'll be right back. The phone is ringing. 1 minute. Well, I'm back now, and I'm still talking about starting for free. Anyhow, another thing is, keep in mind, there are 3 people in a house. That's the average. So when you tell this business owner that I'm going to mail the paper and get it into the households surrounding your business for a penny a piece, what you're doing is you're going to get his ad, into the house, but there's 3 people in the house. So for a penny, he's got an opportunity to reach 3 potential customers. It's kind of insane. And it's more insane if the business owner has no interest. So if the business owner has no interest, it's you. You didn't study the website. You don't know what you're offering. So you didn't make any sense when you were speaking to him. And that's the problem. But anyhow, that's my advice. Before you sign on with me, you should start for free. See if this is something that you could do. And then if you feel you could do it, if your customers, the people you speak to, tell you, yeah, that's a great idea, then sign on. I'll teach you the business. I'll teach you everything I know. And I've been making a lot of papers and been making a lot of money. $100,000 a year working part-time in a rural area. So basically, anybody can get rich in this business. But not everybody is a business person. That's why this video is on the website. That's why we're telling you to start for free. Start making a list of businesses that are interested. You'll tell them you're going to be buying the franchise, what you're going to be offering. They're going to tell you, oh, it sounds good. Come back to me when you get started. And start making a list. When you get started, you'll already have half your paper sold out. Anyhow, oh, that phone is driving me crazy. Be back in a minute.